Hello, and welcome to the wedding of Lizzie and Jack. We'd like to welcome you, their family and friends, to come together to celebrate life, love and togetherness, and to have a big old party celebrating everything that is Lizzie and Jack. My name is Cara Gallagher and I'm the lucky marriage celebrant who is legally registered to solemnise this marriage according to law. It is my pleasure to welcome you here to this beautiful location to help Jack and Lizzie celebrate this wonderful occasion, which we're so honoured to be sharing with all of you. Lizzie and Jack would like to recognise those loved ones that couldn't be here with us physically today but are here in spirit, whether because of border restrictions, distance, or because they are no longer with us. We're so happy that we can have some people from America FaceTiming in. Somewhere? No.
Oh, it's there. Oh, no.
We would like to respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on where we are gathered, the Arakwal people of the Bundjalung Nation. It is a privilege to be standing on Bundjalung country, and the Arakwal people are carers of country, and we pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging. On behalf of Lizzie and Jack, I would like to thank you all for being part of this special day. Many of you have travelled from near and far to be here, which really is a sign of how special these two are and just how loved and adored they are by their friends and family. Today is a celebration of Lizzie and Jack's relationship. We're celebrating their existing commitment to each other and also their commitment to life, to the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. We're also here to see them stand up and pledge to keep on loving each other for the rest of their days. And for all of you who know them so well, you know what a perfect plan this is. Now first up, I'll tell the story of Jack and Lizzie, and I'd like to acknowledge that you, their immediate family and close friends, already know this story. Some of you witnessed it happening. I'd like you to think of this as an episode recap at the beginning of your favourite show. My function here is just to get fresh in your minds what's happened up until this point so we can truly reflect upon and celebrate these two wonderful people and the life that they have made together. So this story begins during the summer of 2014. Jack and Lizzie first met at the infamous Bancroft house where Jack lived, unbeknownst to them that they had met their soulmate. And by unbeknownst, I mean that they were introduced in passing and they didn't really make an impression on each other at all. They started, yes, love her side. They started running into each other at gigs as they were in the same music circles. It happened quite organically that they started playing in the same funky hip-hop band, Quasi Smith. It was a wild, fun time in that huge band, and that was when they started talking, hanging out, and texting. It was quite unexpected for them both that they were falling in love. It took about a year for them to connect romantically. They were both super cautious as their lives were fairly intertwined and neither of them wanted to fuck it up. However, once they took the leap, it was on a complete soul level. The chemistry and magnetism between them both was overwhelming. Jack was working, are you reading this along with me? Jack was working at Pizza Miltonio's and he was the only staff member there when Lizzie came in one afternoon to say hi. It was in the days when Jack was still a bit moody and he was in a mood. Lizzie walked in and they had a really fun chat and she really turned his mood around. And then he went all bold, sick of beating around the will we or won't we kiss bush, and said, "Kiss me, baby." Lizzie said that she was very happy to comply with his demands. From that moment onwards, they were a madly in love couple starting a life together. And they went deep. They were experiencing those immersive feelings of falling in love hard, and at times the big emotions took them on quite the roller coaster. They would spend times at each other's houses, but it was important for them to still have their own spaces. Eventually, in 2017, Lizzie moved in with the boys, Jack as well as Jason and Javier, in a shared apartment, and then they moved out together in 2018 when they were ready to make a home together. Over the years, they've made music and toured together, and then in 2020, it delivered them an introspective year of working on their craft and trying to plan a wedding during a pandemic. With all its challenges, last year had loads of good parts to it too, especially taking time to slow down and appreciate things. Those of you who know Jack, he's already got that nailed. He's a self-confessed old man. But Lizzie has truly appreciated the gifts 2020 gave her in taking time to get things done and enjoy the process of living a bit slower. This last year, especially Lizzie and Jack have shown so much resilience. They focused on the beautiful things in their relationship, and now they get to finally share in this special day with all of you and the fridge here in the Northern Rivers. Now, I've asked Lizzie and Jack to secretly write down several things they love about each other, and before I share with you what they have written, I want you to know that it comes directly from them, it's in their own words, and neither of them knows what the other one has written. Jack adores Lizzie. He loves her for the comfort, support, and love she gives him unconditionally. He loves her random and unconventional sense of humour. She's forever cracking him up. Jack loves and appreciates Lizzie's eye for fashion, interior design, and tattoos, and the way this talent makes their lives so colourful and beautiful. He loves her for her high standard she holds herself to and the constant work and effort she puts into being a better person. Jack loves the way she smiles at him when he cooks her hot chips. And the way she smiles at him in general every day, like he is hot chips. He loves the way she values and treats everyone equally. Jack loves Lizzie's ongoing encouragement, which she offers to him both professionally and musically. He loves how important music is to her and her taste in music. He loves her voice, her harmony skills, and the way she smacks a tambourine. Jack loves the fact that Lizzie is more often than not the embodiment of a cat rather than a human. And he added a little addendum that there are too many things to list about why he loves Lizzie. Just her, in general, forever and always. Lizzie loves that Jack is truly authentic. He's genuine and original, entirely his own person, who is true to himself and his individuality. She loves that Jack imbues everything he does with his soul and love and intention, his cooking, his music, and his relationships with people. He really is the ultimate slow-living king, nourishing, purposeful, mindful. He takes the time to slow down, be present, and give generously and thoughtfully to people, music, food, hot chips. Those things in life which are most important. Lizzie loves that Jack is a poet, a wordsmith, an artist in the truest sense. He's driven from his soul to create, and is quietly dedicated to his craft.